and going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. We've got Anthony Davis, and it's Robinson in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for Los Angeles, they've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Baylor in at the small forward position. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Now here's Jordan. Drains the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Pass to McGrady. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Robinson. Right side Davis. And Davis slams it home.
And let's not forget about his athleticism. Dominant above the rim. Davis knows how to use his size to his advantage.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Here's McGrady, covered by Jordan. The fadeaway. McGrady's shot is off. Out to the right wing. Inside, here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And the shot's good.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Now here's Jordan. Defense right on him. Jordan with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Jordan. 6 to shoot. Tipped. Here's McGrady. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, total focus from Shai there. Ready to go off the feed.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And it's the Warriors with the ball, following the score by Los Angeles. Drives to the hoop. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Warriors making a change here.
At the line for the Warriors, Jerry West. One shot.
And that one misses. Well, Richard, we know how decorated AD was early on in his career. What can we expect from him moving forward?
Oh, he was getting Defensive Player of the Year and MVP votes back then. If he can get back to that level, he's going to be an absolute focal point for a long time coming.
Here's Pippen. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Pass to Jordan. Three-pointer. Chamberlain pulls it in. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. McGrady, the pass to Stockton.
1
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Robinson defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Abdul-Jabbar misses.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Jordan. Here's West. Gilgeous-Alexander defending to the paint. Here's McGrady. The bank shot, no good. The Warriors have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Robinson with it. Here's McHale. He's scoreless. Pippen. And the Warriors miss again.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And there's a 3-second violation. And a check on the league leaders now with the top shooting teams over the previous 10. The Clippers third.
Recently, they've been effective in getting good looks. Field goal percentages are typically tied to the quality of your shots.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Now here's Jordan. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Deflected. Here's Robinson. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked. So he'll head to the line. And Grant, by now, many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of a season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
Off on the second. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7.
You're making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled. The ball on a string, and we see him do this time and time again.
Here's West. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Tipped.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Robinson defending. The fader. And the Clippers again with a bucket. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break. It's been that kind of quarter for them. The shot has just been unreliable.
And it's blocked. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jordan. Blocked. Here's Stockton. Yet to see a basket. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's Los Angeles up 1. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
The Warriors trailing. On the floor for the Warriors. And it's Pippen in at the 3 spot. Here's Iverson. Oh, a special move before that shot.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's Iverson. Jokic grabs the board. Here's McGrady. Down low. To the inside. And he jams it home with authority.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Iverson. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Out to the wing. Inside. Here's Robertson. It's rebounded by Pierce. The Warriors leading. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Iverson. Tries the spin move. Just 5 on the clock. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Both teams will make substitutions. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Jokic against Davis. Now here's Jokic, tightly guarded. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Davis. And it's Jokic missing. The Warriors lead by 3. Here's Pierce. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Now here's Jokic, still without a bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. It's rebounded by Pierce.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 points in the game to end the run. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning because once he does, he makes you pay.
Nash passes to Davis. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. From the low block. And he can't bank that one in. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9. Back to Jokic. The shot that time not on target. The Warriors lead by 5. A minute 50 left in the first half. Here's Nash. McGrady grabs a miss.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Baylor. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night here. And the Warriors making a switch here.
One shot.
Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got one or two, your interior play better be strong.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
It's time for this game. You know, if you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Let's see those moves.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at the Clippers. What a season thus far for them. Second place in the conference. And of course there's the Warriors. Half a game behind.
I think for Los Angeles, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And he drops it first.
I'm not sure we've seen someone like AD before. Super long, skilled, athletic. He's just a unique talent.
Both free throws good from Davis.
Some big guys struggle at the line. Not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Abdul-Jabbar. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Warriors lead by 4. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. From deep, Jordan. And again, no good by Golden State.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Here's McGrady, covered by Jordan. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. The Warriors have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. And a big finish by Robinson.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
The officials were right on top of that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
Second team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Tracy McGrady. 2 shots.
It's both from the stripe. The Warriors lead by 4.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Jordan with the bucket.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
McGrady the pass to Baylor. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so that's the end of the first half. The Warriors on top, up 6. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through, and the next topic to touch on, a look at which players might be appearing in the upcoming dunk contest.
You know me, I'm a stickler for rating these competitions. If I seen your dunk before, bad score.
Wow, you're a tough judge for a guy who never participated in the event.
I always wanted to watch it.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Baylor in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Clippers trail by 6. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai with a step, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And this is Shai's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
Now here's Jordan. Here's Pippen. The rebound by Baylor. Fires it from 18. He can't get that one to fall.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Scottie Pippen. Shooting 2.
Both good from the line that time. Clippers trail by 6. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's McGrady, covered by Jordan. McGrady, good.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Here are the NBA's premier passing teams, the league leaders in assists. In the third spot, Los Angeles.
This is a squad that understands the importance of being unselfish and moving the ball. You love to watch smart basketball like that.
Here's West. Pass to Jordan. Here's Davis, and there's the rejection.
off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Down low, Gilgeous-Alexander passes to McGrady. Here's Baylor. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. From downtown. Rebound, Anthony Davis. And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 4. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. Here's Pippen. Shot from the low post is good.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
The Clippers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Chamberlain. No good. A bit long that time. The Warriors lead by 6. Here's Jordan. And he converts the layup. Jordan's got 7.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
The Clippers shooting just 38% for this game so far. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Robinson with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Here's Jordan. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Spins. Here's McGrady. 5 on the clock. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
The Warriors leading. Here's West. Pass to Pippen. Now Jordan. Launches it. Sinks the tray. Jordan's got 5 points now this quarter.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
To the wing, right side. Here's Robertson. Covered by Jordan. No problems knocking that one down. He has 7.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Here's West. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Pass to Pippen. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 1:58 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Robertson. Covered by Jordan. Here's Chamberlain. And he battles for the ball. Gets the second chance bucket.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well. Cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Pass to McHale. Jordan with it. Fires from deep. Pippen, no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for Rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's West. Pass to Pippen. To the paint. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's McGrady. He's got 7. Stripped away. Here's the break. On up the court. And the basket by West. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Robertson. Covered by Jordan. 26 seconds left in the third. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. 24 seconds left in the third quarter here. 4 on the clock. From the arc. Robertson's shot is off. Here's Iverson. 6 points for him. Blocked! Here's Drexler. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that...
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Warriors ahead, leading by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Davis, and it's Pierce in at the 3. And he's going for the lob. Anthony Davis going up top.
Throw it high and watch Davis fly. Wow.
Clippers trail by 3. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic the screen. The teardrop. Gilgeous-Alexander takes the contact.
A clever scorer who reads the floor beautifully. The floater is just one of many ways Gilgeous-Alexander can beat you.
It's tipped.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And you got to respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active, and making things happen.
Warriors fight.
So both teams making some changes here.
First team fight. Substitution on the court.
Here's Drexler. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the drive. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Golden State Warriors. On Saturday, they head back home to host the Phoenix Suns. Then on Monday, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers coming to town.
And you know, for that matchup with the Grizzlies, anything can happen in the NBA. But they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
They get it back. Pass to West. Goes back up. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. First free throw is good.
At the line for the Warriors.
And so he hits both. The Clippers trail. Here's Stockton. Out left to the wing. To the inside. Here's McGrady. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity?
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's checked in for the Clippers. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Baylor. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Robinson defending. Shot clock at 6. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Outside Davis. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Timeout.
That's his 3rd foul so far. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Thank you for that, Allie.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. They trail by 3. Here's McGrady. Robinson with the block. They get it back. Got a piece of it. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Abdul-Jabbar misses. The Warriors lead by 5. Here's Davis. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Chamberlain's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
Jordan, the pass to Robinson. Here's West. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Jordan. 3-pointer. Offensive board. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. Clippers trail by 3. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Abdul-Jabbar. The Warriors pull it in. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's West. It's picked off. Here's McGrady. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. To the right side. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Robinson defending.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Oh, my. Turning it over at such a critical point in the game. You know he feels awful.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
And it would be smart to go for a 2-for-1 right now.
Here's Golden State. Jordan inside. Chamberlain pulls it in. Big possession. They have a chance to take the lead.
It'll be interesting to see what they run.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the lob. Robinson with a steal. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
11 seconds left in the game. And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good. And that'll put them up 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And timeout called by Ty Lue. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Need to do more than that to keep him from getting the ball in the post.
Agreed. He's just too dominant inside. So you're better off stopping him from getting the ball in the first place.
A deep 3. Ooh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here we go. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's McGrady in at the 2 spot. Inside, takes one from 10 feet. Nice touch by Davis inside.
For a big man, Davis can really finesse it.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pulls it. Yes! He nails it! Gilgeous-Alexander's got 23 points. And the Warriors shooting pretty well at 45%. Down low. Here's Jordan. Perfection with the jumper from the elbow. And the Warriors lead by 2. The Clippers shooting at about 44% so far. Extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. With the fadeaway. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game. It's stolen. Here's McGrady. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Chamberlain. 6 on the shot clock. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Now here's Jordan. He's guarded closely. Shots blocked. In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's Chamberlain. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. It falls!
That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And here are the Warriors now. To the middle. Here's Jordan. And it's good. And tie game. Huge basket right there. And timeout called by Ty Lue. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Clippers with the ball. Chamberlain passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Robinson defending.
You don't see the hook shot too often these days, but hey, it can be so effective.
And so it's Golden State with it. Trailing by 2. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Jordan high post. The floater. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And both free throws good for Jordan.
Oh, tremendous composure at the line to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And the Clippers have possession. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Baylor. Here's McGrady. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Robinson defending. Shoots a fadeaway. Missed it.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. As we play on into another overtime, you know these teams must be wearing down. It's become a battle of attrition. Here's West. Outside Davis. Pass to Robinson. And here's Jordan. Hits the front of the rim and out. Here's Baylor. To the wing on the left. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. 6 to shoot. Down low. Intercepted. Here's Pippen. Pass to Jordan. Fires from the line. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Baylor pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's blocked by Davis.
A big block from the big fella Anthony Davis, putting every inch of that wingspan to work there.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
6 on the shot clock. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Baylor. That three's off the mark. The Warriors shooting around 44%. Not bad. From deep, Jordan fires in the triple. Jordan's got 9 points in the quarter. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And by the look of it, guys, this could be serious.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people. But look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
Number 12, John Stockton.
To the paint. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Robinson with a steal. Pippen pass to Robinson. Here's Jordan. And the 17-footer goes down. And now a 5-point Warrior lead.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Here's Stockton. Inside. Lets it fly. They get it back. Abdul-Jabbar misses. And Davis has got the ball here for the Warriors. Pippen pass to Robinson. The layup off target.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Jordan. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The over and back call, always avoidable.
It's a lack of focus, that's all it is. But it can be a wake-up call for teams that have gotten too careless, but rules are rules.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
John Stockton, first personal foul. Second team foul.
There's the double team with Gilgeous-Alexander. 4-3. And Jordan is good for 3. And the Warriors lead by 8.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. No good again that time.
He looks fatigued here in OT, just not able to get it together.
Pass to Jordan. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted. They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
And so the Warriors take the win. Double overtime games are so grueling. And after this one, everyone, the officials, the fans, the broadcasters, will all have to take a little rest.
Yeah, I need that rest, I'll tell you. But, hey, give them credit. They really dug deep into their energy reserves and showed their determination to get this win.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Anthony, it was a great team victory tonight. What satisfied you most about this win?
We just play hard. We just play for each other. Both.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. You look at the Bucks. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, Chicago, right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And I think for Milwaukee, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
So with Peyton on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Duncan is out there with Garnett. Then there's Doncic, and it's LeBron James, and it's Wade in at the 2 guard. And for the Bulls, we've got Carter. Edwards is out there with Stephen Curry. And there's Embiid, and it's Shaq in at the 5 spot.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
And he makes the first. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
He doesn't get the second one. Hey, Coach, one area the Bulls can struggle with, defending the outside shot.
Yeah, Kevin, they've been very poor the last few seasons on that front. Not closing out, missing assignments. It's strange because they were once elite in that regard under Duncan.
Here's Doncic after the made shot from Joel Embiid. James wide open. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And you know James isn't thinking twice about that shot. Knows he has the green light.
Curry against Doncic. Shaq kicks to Carter. Curry looking around. Shot clock at 5. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And both free throws good for Curry.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Garnett outside. Back to Doncic. Puts the move on, and the dunk by Doncic.
And sometimes defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
Carter outside. Back to Curry. Shoots over Doncic. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Carter.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
And the dunk by LeBron.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Billy Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. We talked about the strategy for taking on a guy like Luka Doncic. He told me that the thing is Luka steals all the attention out there, which allows his teammates to find open looks, so we're not going to let him distract us on defense. So it sounds like they'll be focusing on defending against Luka and company, not just Luka. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here is Carter following the basket by LeBron James. Carter, the pass to O'Neal. O'Neal, great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Milwaukee in the lead. Doncic kicks to James. Doncic against Curry. Duncan with a screen on Curry. The 3 for Doncic. Rebound by the Bulls.
Well, there you have it, their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
And here's Edwards from the arc.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Here's Wade, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Wade doesn't back down from anyone, forces defenders to be compromised.
The Bucks have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Wade taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And there are so many reasons to be a fan of Wade's. This young man's ceiling is sky high.
Brown is checked in for Edwards. Warnings checked in for Milwaukee. And both free throws good for Wade.
Hard not to be impressed by Dwayne Wade's natural ability as a scorer. I mean, he works hard, no doubt, but this guy just has a gift for finding his shots.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. These are the top distributors of the basketball for the last 10 games as shown on the 2K leaderboard. LeBron James 3rd, Stephen Curry 4th.
It's made the fans of both those guys, I think, extremely happy seeing the way they've been passing and sharing the ball lately.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Duncan against Shaquille O'Neal. Brown dishes to Carter. 6 to shoot. Milwaukee with the rebound. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserves where the gap in play was felt.
Now here is Carter. Alonzo Mourning unable to get his shot to go. Brown the pass to Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Embiid sets the pick for Curry. The rebound by James.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And it goes down 2 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Curry outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got 7 points.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
It's time to get loud for your incredible. Now on the court, your hot squad. Get loud and let them hear it. And tell fans who want to free t-shirts.
So for the Bulls, Rodman is checked in for O'Neal, and it's Mike Conley in for Stephen Curry. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for the Bucks. Peyton comes in for Luka Doncic. Now here's James. He's got 9. 1:19 left in the first quarter. Anthony kicks to Wade. 6 on the shot clock. Fades away, and he gets the bucket.
And Anthony, really one of the most confident jump shooters, an elite level scorer who gets plenty of opportunities.
Payton against Conley. Embiid dishes to Conley. That one, no good. Good D by Payton. Here's Wade. Good work defensively by Carter.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Brown. Rodman outside. Conley with the screen on Payton. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he hits the jump shot.
Oh, I like that. Good read by BC. An elite, big-time scorer with versatility.
Wade against Carter. Now here's Wade. He's guarded closely. And it's Wade with the jam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of it.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And so it's LeBron. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got Payton. Towns is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Thompson, and it's Anthony in at the 3 side. They get it back. Payton against Conley. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. There's Brown with the 3. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Milwaukee leading by 7. Pass to Payton. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. LeBron kicks to Payton. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Payton's got the lead up to 10 now for Milwaukee. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season? Just cooking the D inside. Arenas blows by the contact.
Here's James. That one's rebounded by Embiid. And it's Conley with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And now the 2K leaderboard. If you want to talk defense and talk block shots, just have a look at these teams, what they've done the last month. In the 3rd spot, the Bucks.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. Edwards comes in for Michael Conley. Garnett, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Wade comes in for Gary Payton. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Towns finds Wade, and at last they get one to fall.
Love the concentration from Wade. Totally committed to finding a high percentage shot.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And the Bulls with some changes. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Brown, and Curry subbed in for Gilbert Arenas. The Bucks also changing it up. Mornings checked in for Towns, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Thompson. Pass to Wiggins. Curry against Doncic. Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
Warning with it. Lob pass to Garnett. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Wiggins outside. Here's Curry with the 3. Oh, Curry so accurate from 3-point range.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Mourning against Embiid. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Luka Doncic. And he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Free throw good for Mourning.
And you gotta love the fire that Mourning plays with. His passion for the game is so special.
Yao, he's checked in for Chicago. Rodman comes in for Wiggins. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for LeBron. And he makes the first but misses the second. Bulls trail by 4. And then Carter with the dunk.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Bucks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Garnett outside. Pass to Anthony. To the paint. And Mourning throws it down.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Wade against Edwards. Here's Yao. Curry with a wide open look. Another 3 for Chicago.
Well, that's his 3rd three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the second, so he might be heating up.
Doncic passes to Carmelo. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Curry. Doncic, no good. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Rodman looking it over. Yao. Outside Curry. There's the lob. Carter takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Man, I love seeing Carter take flight. Insanity, a powerful dunker on these alley-oops.
Doncic kicks to Anthony. Back to Doncic. Wade on the wing. Edwards defending. And it's Wade with the jam.
And there's the slam by Wade. Such a remarkable athlete.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Chicago. They trail by 1. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Zone Mourning. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So for the Bulls, Shaq's checked in for Yao. And Joel Embiid subbed in for Rodman. The Bucks also changing it up. Duncan comes in for Kevin Garnett. And James subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Embiid against Duncan. And here's Embiid. Puts up a deep three. No good on the last second attempt there. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bucks lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach, it's been back and forth in the first half. What's it going to come down to?
Well, obviously it's close. We know we're playing against a great team, so we just got to keep grinding and keep playing.
We'll see how it turns out, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hey there, everybody. With the All-Star break on the horizon, let's first have a look at the players vying for a spot in the three-point contest. Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So, Kenny, as the point guard here, I want you to rank our handles.
Okay, obviously first is me. Second, I'll get that to you, Ernie. Third, I'll go with our IT guy. He really surprised me. Then you, Shaq.
There's no way I'm after Ernie.
Shaq, if you want to be better, you can be.
And let's take a look back at the first half. The Bulls are in a close one.
They're getting bullied on the defensive end. Punch in the mouth, kicked in the teeth, but they're still standing. That says something.
Yeah, giving up so many easy buckets. How are they going to still win this game?
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
Milwaukee leading by 3. So with Rodman on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Joel Embiid. Curry is out there with Edwards. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Carter in at small forward. Here's Doncic. No good off the back of the rim. And Chicago shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Offensive rebound, the dunk, and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Kevin Garnett.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu was a big part of what we did in Orlando, was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Doncic has got 5.
And it's so hard to take away the 3 from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
Edwards passes to Curry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bucks leading by 4. Pass to Doncic. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Curry. And, yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim. He's got 15.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team.
All right, fans, it's dance
Garnett, how his last 10 games have gone. Putting up about 10 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. But you look at the rebound totals, and it's a big part of what he does for this team.
Everybody has their strengths. Easy to see that rebounding is his, and he is honed in on it.
Wade outside. Back to Doncic. Takes a 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Edwards. Inside. Curry against Doncic. Here's O'Neal. 4 on the clock. Duncan with the block. Here's Curry. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Garnett the pass to Doncic. Over Curry. Oh, an easy 2 from Doncic.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Bulls trail by 4. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Turn your attention to the court for your Chicago.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry, how last month turned out for him, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Here's the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Garnett's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lob pass to Duncan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Bulls. 6-point game. Edwards against Wade. Shaq gets to Embiid. No one near Edwards as he lets it block. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one. Wade outside. And there's the drive.
Well, I love whenever Edwards is disengaged defensively. Excellent job coming up with the block.
Pass to Shaq. Nails the baby hook. And now just a 1-point Bucks lead. The Bucks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. The 3 for Doncic. And it's all in by the Bulls. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight. He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Pass to Doncic. James in the post. Embiid's there. Pocket 6. Strong inside. What a move by James.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Edwards. 1:29 left here in the third quarter. Embiid inside. Defended by Garnett. LeBron passes to Wade. LeBron kicks to Garnett. Wade bounce pass. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Bucks?
Well, their shot blocking, the defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, where they just jump at it.
Here's Edwards. And the Bulls with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
LeBron kicks to Garnett. To the middle. Here's Doncic. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Embiid against Garnett. Now Embiid over Garnett. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Milwaukee holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Come on, let's keep it going. The ball movement is good, guys. We're getting great shots, but we're giving up too many.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. So with James on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Wade out there with Gary Payton. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Garnett in at the power forward position.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Wade against Edwards. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got his 3rd assist on the night. Carter outside. Yao with a screen on Thompson. Towns with the steal. Here's the break. Lob pass to Garnett. Stolen by Rodman. Payton against Conley. Pass to Carter. Get the shot. That one rolling around and rims out.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Wade. And he banks in the layup. And now it's an 11-point Bucks lead.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away.
Fans, if you want a t-shirt, we have to be able to hear you, so make some noise. It's t-shirt time.
And the Bulls with some changes. Lister comes in for Dennis Rodman. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for Mike Conley. The Bucks also with the sub. Anthony's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
When you think Vince Carter, dunking is probably the first thing that comes up. But Vince is also someone who can be a first option. Tremendously talented.
The Bulls making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Duncan's checked in. Good on both. Bucks leading by 9. Garnett outside. Duncan surveying the D. Pass to Wade. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Edwards inside. Wade is covering. Edwards loves it in there.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Wade finds Payton with the drive. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Milwaukee, Gary Payton at the line for 2.
No good on that one.
Payton, a super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of the opposition.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Embiid, he's checked in for Yao. And Curry subbed in for Gilbert Arenas. James checked in for the Bucks. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Bulls trail by 11. Edwards looking it over. O'Neal sets the screen for Edwards. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Well, Edwards brings so much power to his game inside.
Second team foul.
That free throw missing. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Do you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Doncic is checked in for Gary Payton.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Defensive foul, Joel Embiid. Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Dwayne Wade. At the line for 1.
That free throw good from Wade. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Curry passes to Embiid. Over Garnett. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 6 assists in the game.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
Doncic way outside. The long distance three is buried. Doncic has got the lead up to 14 now for Milwaukee. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
It's the Silver Crew in the 3-2. Here's your
gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Embiid. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kevin Garnett.
Wow, Embiid pulls the defender in close and then gets all the contact he wants.
Joel Embiid, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
I really don't think there's a more impactful player in the league. Even on nights when his stats don't show it, Embiid changes everything when he's on the floor.
And Embiid drops them both.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
Think burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Doncic against Curry. With that miss, he's now made 6 and missed 6 from the field. Carter dish it to Curry. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Embiid. And the Bulls with another miss. Bucks leading by 12. Garnett outside. James kicks to Wade. Garnett trying to break loose. Count the basket. Wade's got 9 points here in the second half.
You got to be excited about this kid's future. Wade has the potential to be a superstar for a long time.
Pass to Embiid. We've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's Shaq with the rebound. Here's Curry. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Doncic. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Duncan with a screen on Curry. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Here is Edwards. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this
Welcome to the New Year's Eve festivities here on 2K Sports. We're ready to bring the year to a close in style. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And with New Year's fast approaching, let's see our power rankings for an idea of how everyone's year is looking. You take a look at the Bucks. Not a bad place to be, holding on to that number 2 spot.
When I look at Indiana, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some critics have said they're playing way above their heads, but I think we're just learning how great this team is.
Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. They've got Luka Doncic, and it's Garnett in at the power forward position. And for Indiana, Johnson is out there with Kobe Bryant. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Olajuwon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, Grant, before ringing in the new year, we've got basketball to tend to. Can it be hard for players to stay focused?
Not really. I mean, these guys know they have a job to do. Maybe later they'll take part in all the festivities, but for now, it's all business.
Now here's Bryant. He takes it in. It's deflected, and he recovers it. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, that's just a demonstration of terrific ball skills from Kobe. Avoided the defender and gets it to fall inside.
Here's Wade, covered by Bryant. James, outside. That's tipped. Leonard against James. Outside Johnson. Pass to Malone. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. The layup misses. Here's Wade. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Clark, one thing to note when you play the Bucks, they don't give up many offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. Against Milwaukee, your first shot in each possession is probably and likely going to be your last shot. Some teams don't even try for second chance opportunities against the Bucks. They're such a strong defensive rebounding team.
And he drops the first.
Man, the confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own, a dynamite two-guard who is also a clutch performer.
And he makes both free throws. And a deep run for the Pacers in last season's playoffs, Clark.
A very impressive run, B.A., and even though it didn't end the way they wanted it to, you've got to factor in the experience they got as something to build on. And you look at the nucleus of this club, I mean, they've got a great combination of youth and experience and potential. So I would think the trend continues north going forward.
Here's Milwaukee. Garnett passes to Doncic. The three. Can't hit that one. The Pacers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Leonard against James. To the inside. Bryant, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Garnett. The rebound by Malone.
Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
Leonard passes to Malone. Now here's Bryant. Clock at 6. Rebounded by the Bucks.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Pass to Wade. Johnson against Doncic. Launches a three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
First bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
Indiana trailing here. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. I asked him how they plan to deal with Luka Doncic, and he said, look, we all know what Luka can do. He'll get his points, but we can't let him take over. We have to maintain our focus on defense for every minute of all 4 quarters.
And Allie, thank you for that. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Indiana. And we have a second to check out who's atop the NBA scoring-wise. You take a look at Bryant. He's having a great season, second in the league.
He's proven to be an essential part of their offensive efforts, always playing hard on that end and ensuring they come up with points.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Olajuwon. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Pass to Bryant. Rebounded by the Bucks. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
And James gets it to go.
James doing his thing in close to the hoop. Good work there.
Pass to Malone. Back to Irving. Here's Malone. Down low. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
The Pacers making a switch here. Green is checked in. Anthony's checked in for the Bucks. Throw good. Bryant.
So much to like about Bryant's game, but the X factor in my mind is his unmatched competitiveness and work rate. This guy has an inexhaustible appetite for work.
To the paint. Here's Doncic. Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that, what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points. Tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
B.A., he is so special. And the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability. One of the things that's really impressive about Luka Doncic is his continued growth. I mean, season to season, you see this guy working on himself, working on his mind, how he thinks the game and his body, and becoming a better athlete. That spells trouble for the league.
Now here's Anthony, and that's off the glass and in.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Indiana. 4-point game. On the wing, Irving. Back to Johnson. Bryant outside. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony. Wade, the pass to Duncan. Misses from short range.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And rejected. To the middle. Here's Wade. And he goes in for the dunk.
Refusing to let anybody get in his way. That was a physical man's jam by Wade.
Irving, the pass to Olajuwon. Outside Johnson. Pass to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Over Doncic. And Indiana misses again. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 13-5 run. Wade, the pass to Duncan. And stolen by Green. Outside Johnson. On the take. Outside for Irving. Back to Johnson. And it's going to be a 3-second call. So both teams changing it up here. Milwaukee leading by 6. Here's Wade, coming off a solid outing against Chicago. Inside, here's Mourning. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Let's get you back to the action on the floor as the New Year's Eve festivities continue. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. They've got Klay Thompson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Carmelo Anthony, and it's Peyton in at the point. A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And that's a function, BA, of the overall skill level being at its all-time high in league history in my mind, but also the pace of play, the way the game is played, three-point shooting, there's scoring, there's more scoring, so more guys are scoring. And I think on top of that, it's a little easier to score because of how the game is played and officiated. It's tilted a little more in favor of the offense for the entertainment value of point production.
And it's out of bounds to Indiana. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
Indiana making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Shot from the inbound. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from James. Milwaukee leading by 8. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Cunningham. Down low. Here's Leonard. Kawhi finishes inside. So good at the rim.
I like Leonard's shot right there. He's very comfortable from that distance.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
It's time for Dance Cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Let's see what you got.
This break gives us a chance to look back on the last month and see which teams racked up the most points in transition. The Pacers, second.
They've been playing at a fast pace, which plays to their strengths.
Milwaukee leading by 6. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Ryan, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allie. 5 to shoot. Baseline jumper. Milwaukee with the rebound. Garnett's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Bryant, he's checked in for Williams. The Bucks also with a sub. Wade's checked in. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Mobley. Here's Malone, covered by Towns. Here's Malone. No made baskets yet. Over Towns. The Pacers again can't hit.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Wade. He's watched by Cunningham from 7 feet away. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Wade's got 6.
Clearly, Wade knows how to make the most of an inside look, capitalizing on a high percentage chance there.
Cunningham outside. Here's Bryant driving to the basket, and then Bryant with the dunk.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Here's Wade. He's watched by Cunningham. Wade, the pass to Thompson. Oh, and Clay makes that 3 look so easy.
Well, that's exactly the guy you want to set up. I mean, Klay Thompson feels like every shot he takes is going in.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
You know what time it is, Pacers Nation. Time to get loud from your Pacers Breaker Dance Crew. Clap your hands for the Pacers Breaker Dance Crew.
Pacers trail by 9. Clark outside. Pass to Johnson. Bryant, a screen on Doncic. Johnson inside, guarded by Doncic. Johnson with a bucket.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Garnett passes to Wade. Softly drops in the floater. Wade's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you see how Wade adjusts to whatever the defense throws at him? Strong finish there.
Pass to Leonard. Over Anthony. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Milwaukee leading by 7. Anthony outside. And stolen by Leonard. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 6.
And, you know, the intensity Leonard plays with on defense is impressive, using his huge hands to claw the ball away.
Here's Wade, covered by Bryant. There's a screen. To the inside. Here's Garnett. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Garnett's got his first bucket in this one. The Pacers have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Bryant outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Well, that's just a heads-up play. Kobe doing a really good job drawing the foul and still getting the shot off.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
First one falls, and the Bucks making a change here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Pass to Malone. Leonard outside from the arc. Oh, Leonard laces it in from distance.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Doncic passes to Duncan. Oh, there's the alley. Here's Wade to the middle. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Duncan is not messing around when he's in this deep. All business. Very assertive and effective.
Bryant, the pass to Olajuwon. Johnson against Doncic. Yes, it's good. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like the defense's hustle, but Wade smartly turns their efforts against them and draws the foul.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
And he makes a first. That one misses. Leonard outside. To the paint. Here's Bryant. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Bryant's got 11 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Bucks on top. They're up by 3. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks so much, Rick. What did you think of your team's offensive execution in the first half?
We got to get it moving more. We got to get it driven more. They're very physical. You're trying to run plays. They blow all that stuff up. And so bottom line with our offense, we got to get some more stops. That'll help our offense.
Defense leads to offense. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Thanks for joining us. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks in a tight ball game at the end of the half.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass, right, Shaq? And they're in a good spot because of it.
They've shown great toughness, and they've been very quick to the ball. And next up, here's a look at some of the contenders for the fan-favorite three-point contest.
Some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league. That said, I know who I would pick. Shaq?
Shaq Shadama says you've picked the wrong guy, Kenny.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Kobe Bryant is out there with Johnson. And it's Malone in at the force line. That's the 5 for the Pacers. That one's good for 2. 10 points for him.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
From deep, here's Doncic. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
Boy, you know, the moment Luka gets loose now, his shot is off. Great quick release for the big guy.
Here's Bryant. Another one falls for Indiana.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Down low. Doncic throws it down.
Luka with so many physical gifts. Taking flight right there.
Pacers trail by 4. Bryant outside. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Duncan's got his 4th rebound in this one.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Inside. James with a steal. Fast break. Here we go. And he lobs it up top. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Kevin Garnett's teammates trust him to throw it down. That's why they lob it his way with confidence.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And over the last 10 games, these are the league's best rebounding squads. Second, Indiana.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
Pacers trail by 6. Now here's Johnson. He's got 10. Driving inside. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Here comes your Indiana State Space crowd. Give it up for
And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at Indiana, they are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in. And, of course, Milwaukee, 3.5 games behind.
Seeing where the Bucks are, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Over to the left wing. Back to Doncic. Here's Wade, covered by Bryant. On the wing, Wade. 9 points in the game. Clock at 4. Over Bryant. Wade misses. Pacers trail by 4. Goes up at the stripe. Bryant, no good. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Duncan. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Duncan's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And you know, Duncan is an incredible talent. He's a menace on the block. Exceptional at scoring deep inside.
Johnson passes to Bryant. Got a hand on it.
An infinite reach, it seems. The wingspan of Garnett is just amazing.
Tries again. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Duncan's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
This is his 2nd trip to the line of the game.
And, guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
This one falls for him.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Leonard. The Bucks also with a sub. Towns is checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Pacers trail by 7. Here's Bryant. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And he knocks down the first one. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Indiana. And both free throws good for Bryant. Milwaukee leading by 5. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. The shot by James, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Malone. Bryant outside. 6 to shoot. And here is Williams. Here's Malone. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Boy, Malone has a deadly jump shot, especially from the mid-range. Doesn't get any better watching him knock that down.
And here's Doncic outside. Hits a three-pointer. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second half.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Malone, pass to Bryant. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so James will bring it up for the Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To the left side wing. Pass to Doncic. This one for 3. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Magic doing a little self-serve, going vertical on him.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Here's our Pacers. Everybody, make some noise. Now on the court is your Fight Squad. Get loud. Let them hear it. Get loud and set to get pieces.
Mobley, he's checked in for Indiana. Cunningham comes in for Bryant. Milwaukee making a switch here. The Bucks leading by 7. Doncic outside. It's good from the top of the key. Doncic has got 19 points.
One of the things I love most about Luka Doncic, his court recognition and awareness. This guy is so sharp and alert, understands how to play.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
Thompson outside. From outside the arc. Some solid defense from Williams.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Goes up on the wing. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Milwaukee has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Here's Malone. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Here's Doncic. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Bucks ahead, leading by 7. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Pacers trail by 7. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Payton in at the 1. Here's Leonard. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, PA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Here's Bryant. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Prime time, big time defense from Towns.
Thompson, he's checked in for Anthony.
Number 11, Klay Thompson.
The Bucks leading by 7. Here's Wade. Towns on a screen. Wade drives in. Sweet little floater.
Boy, on offense, Wade has such a sudden burst, especially on the drive when he looks to get inside.
Payton against Irving. Bryant outside. Green, a screen. Shot on the wing. Bryant, no good.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Here's Wade. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
First team foul.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
Pacers trail by 12. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
All right, fans, it's dance game time.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Allie, thank you. Bryant outside to stop the run. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Pass to Duncan. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And, you know, Duncan's such a handful for defenders. That's why they end up having to foul.
Shooting for Milwaukee, Tim Duncan, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
drops it first.
You know, you got to really appreciate and respect how steadfast Duncan is. I mean, he's always under control and composed, keeps his team focused on the task at hand, and that's extremely valuable.
Bradley, he's checked in for Indiana. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Anthony's checked in for Klay Thompson. He's off on the second. Pacers trail by 13. And here's Cunningham. Here's Olajuwon. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Hey, it's inexcusable not putting a body on the king. I mean, you deserve to get cooked when you don't do that.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And here's what the Milwaukee Bucks schedule looks like. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Rudy Gobert and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers.
And looking at the Raptors matchup, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
The first one falls. Well, Clark, we're used to seeing a coaching carousel, but in recent years, even winning teams have changed coaches.
Well, you know, that is true, and at least the profession is getting a pay raise overall. But for teams looking to break through, BA, changing the coach still seems to be the default button that most teams like and are more comfortable pushing.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little.
Back to Leonard. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. The Bucks leading by 12. Pass to Doncic. And he's going for the oop here. Leonard outside. Here's Malone. Back to Leonard. To the middle. It's intercepted. Here's Anthony. The shot comes out. Oh, solid D from Leonard. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Pass to Malone. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Look at the mailman getting through that contact, not allowing a little foul to hold off his shot.
The Bucks making a switch here. James is checked in.
One shot.
Well, I tell you what, if you wanted the template for the perfect power forward, it might be Karl Malone. I mean, he's got everything you want in a format.
Doncic passes to Garnett. Here's Wade, covered by Bryant. Doncic outside. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
Kevin Garnett, first personal foul, second team foul. At the line, for Indiana, Kobe Bryant, 2 shots.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Here's Wade. Shoots over Bryant. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
You know, Wade has the capability to put up big numbers, and clearly he's showing it all in this one.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Your Pacers Breaker Dance crew are bringing the heat now at midcourt.
Pacers trail by 10.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
There's a minute 59 left to play in the fourth quarter. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Malone's got 5 points now in the quarter. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Here's Wade. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Wade is simply one of the very best in the league at drawing fouls.
2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up by 9. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Indiana, they're working against the clock now. Leonard on the wing. Bryant outside. Going inside, and then Bryant with the dunk.
Nobody does it better, finishing on the drive. I mean, Kobe brushing off the contact, unbothered by it at all.
Here's Garnett. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Hard not to respect the tremendous impact Garnett has on both ends of the floor. He plays with tremendous intensity in all situations and never gives you less than 100% effort.
Here's Malone. It's hauled in by Garnett. Milwaukee leading by 11.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Bucks.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're down by 13. switch here. Irving's checked in.
Thanks, everybody.
The Pacers have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. 50 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Bryant. And Indiana misses again. Here's Garnett, covered by Johnson. Doncic outside. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth. Pass to Bryant. Here's Johnson. He got a piece of it. So this one belongs to the Bucks. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Luka, coming out of halftime, you took it over and you took it to another level. What made you sense it was your time to take over the game?
I mean, sometimes you feel it, sometimes you don't. I think I felt it in the third quarter. I was having fun out there, and my teammates helped me a lot.
Well, when you're feeling it, we like to watch it. Thanks so much. Congrats on the win.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And time now to present our player of the game.